Ooh, welcome in. My bad, I was getting some coffee. But the show starts in 25 minutes. Crazy, how are you doing, Elk? Welcome in, everyone. God, it's been a minute since I was streaming too, holy shit. When was the last time I streamed? Like a week, 2 weeks ago maybe? How are you guys doing, by the way? What time is the show? In 25 minutes, so it's 5:35 for me right now, so 6 p.m. for me, so in about 25 minutes. Let me pull up the stream stuff. Stream stuff, where are you? All right, so we got this opened. But how are you guys doing, by the way? I'm like sounding exhausted because I'm freaking just running up here. Ben, you should be golden. Oh my god, so much running. I've just been so busy. Yeah, same. Honestly, same. All right. Damn. Just noticed the music. This shit's slamming. All right. Well, we got the thing. We got the camera on. We pretty much got everything on now. Camera. Look how prepared I am. Jesus Christ. But how are you guys doing, by the way? How's everyone doing? I thought that would be sweet. Hopefully expecting something good. I don't think we're gonna get a demo, to be honest. A lot of people saying we might get a demo. I don't think so, unless they're like planning on to kind of update it like kitchen demo, like the beginning hour stuff. Okay, do you think they'll show a Summer Game Fest demo here? I don't know. I doubt it, because it's what, like 8 months away or something like that. About 8 months, you guys can hear me, right? Too hot, obviously. It's freaking burning. Oh my god, it's so bad. I'm like discombobulated on everything. It's so freaking hot out. It's ridiculous. Everyone excited? I'm excited to see what they have. We also got to think that, or remember that it's going to be 4 games. I don't know how long the showcase is, but I'm assuming each game is going to get about 10 minutes, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll get more info, like more cool ass info, maybe a new character or something. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna get like collector edition stuff. I think it's just Nakanishi coming out and like just talk more about the game. That's pretty much it, really. But we're here. It's starting soon. I'm excited. Yeah, and at night it doesn't cool down, so it's torture. Oh my god, dude. Ugh, it's so bad. My freaking AC is like literally fighting for its life. Like, that's how hot it is outside. I don't think they'll release a demo, but maybe show us gameplay that those content creators talked about. That could be a thing, yeah. It's also a spotlight, yeah, so they usually reveal newer stuff that we haven't seen before, so that could be a huge possibility. I hope we get a demo, kind of like what they did with 7. You guys remember what they did with the demo of 7? When they kept gradually like updating the game over and over again, as like the game for the release, or the release of the game, like came closer and closer. I remember we had like the dummy finger, the coin. It was some pretty neat stuff in there. And I hope they do the same with this game. Hope they reveal an enemy. Maybe. Probably. But yeah, I'm expecting some new cool stuff. Keep your expectations very low. Like very low. I'm not expecting anything like anything major, to be honest, so they're already low. But I'm expecting at least something new, you know? At least. Even if it's a little tiny bit, at least something new. But yeah, I agree. Remember the last time we had a spotlight, they had the whole show of Monster Hunter. It was just like Monster Hunter, and they just sprinkled like other Capcom games, really minuscule stuff. Oh, those were good times. Same directors, we could get similar stuff. Yeah, I hope we get a demo similar to that. I'm sure we're gonna get a demo at some point, kind of like a little lore demo. It's not gonna be like directly tied to the game. I hope we get more stuff like that, because I love the demos for 7 and Village. Village had what, the maiden demo? Oh, that was so cool. And then when you actually played the actual game, you found her necklace, I believe, of like the missing maiden. I think it was a Ingrid's necklace or something like that. I could be wrong. That could be like a different maiden. Get rid of the pelican coins. Yeah, they were pretty annoying. Oh, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Holy shit. Hope you're doing well with life. Exit? Hope you're doing well with life, but my life is doing well, Elk. I highly appreciate you for the $2 super chat. I highly appreciate you. Thank you. Dubs for Elk. Thank you so much. Excited. Yeah, I'm super excited. Oh, you excited? Yes, excited. I'm super excited. Man, if they announce a collector's edition, I have to snag it, right? No question. Like, this would be like the one game I would 100% get like a collector's edition for. This, and I would say Silent Hill F are like the two games I'm really eyeing for like a big edition, you know? I imagine the hotel is going to be like the main area they show for demos. Apparently it's RPD, from what I'm hearing. Apparently RPD is going to be like the main hub area, which would be cool. I hope they do stuff like that, but who knows? Who knows how big the game is? But I don't know how RPD is going to be like this hub area when everything's like destroyed. Because I'm pretty sure once we get to RPD, a lot of places are going to be like extremely closed off. You know, I mean, the place is damaged. How far can we go? The men are big Grace figure. Oh my god, like Leon, Joan, and Chris. Yeah, I was thinking Grace or that damn creature, that dark creature. Oh my god, that would be so sick. Heartbeat, instant pre-order. If it's Leon, I might not get it because I already have Leon back there. That's why I didn't get RE4 remakes, because I don't want Leon again. The Jill GameStop kind of screwed me on that one for RE3 remake because COVID happened and the place initially shut down. So when I called corporate, they said I had to get in contact with the GameStop that shut down, but I couldn't get in contact because, well, they shut down. So they kind of screwed me there. They like took my money and everything. So I'm like, yeah, what the hell, man? So I just never bought from GameStop again. Dai Chen, welcome in. You going to stream when it comes out? I don't know if I'm gonna stream it. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it because a lot of people aren't gonna be here. Like, let's be for real. A lot of people aren't gonna watch the stream. They're gonna be playing the game. Everyone here loves Resident Evil, so I don't think it's a good idea for me to stream because I'm not gonna have any viewers. Not gonna have any viewers. I'll stream it after I beat it, for sure. A lot of people are going to be too busy beating it, you know. Pause. All right, let me open this up right here. Same happened with my Silent Hill pre-order. Oh my, that's so annoying. How have you guys been? I've been good. I've been chilling. Just slowly coming back to the content world again. I haven't streamed for like a week and a half or something like that. When was the last time we streamed? Like last week for Resident Evil 1 original. So we're gonna get into Resident Evil 2 at some point original and beat that game. But yeah, I've been pretty good. It's been pretty fun. Just hot as hell, man. It's been freaking burning out here. Holy shit. I feel like I'm in Wesker in the freaking volcano. It's freaking hot out. I can't stand it. To be fair, I'll be playing the game myself. Yeah, I know. That's why I don't think I'm gonna stream it when it comes out. I'll wait until I beat it and then I'll stream it. For sure. Leon already has 2 figures, but yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think I'm gonna, if it's another Leon figure, I don't think I'm gonna get it. One was enough for me. The RE2 Leon was enough for me. So I'm just done. I didn't get Village for some reason either. I know that came with the Chris's statue, no? But yeah, to answer that question, no. Not when it comes out, at least. Wish I was in Antarctica. It's so freaking hot out. It's so bad. All right, what time is it now? All right, so 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left, and we might get like the pre-show or whatever the hell. But the 4 games is gonna be what? Monster Hunter, Pragmata, Onimusha, and what? Resident Evil Requiem? Is what I'm guessing, or what I remember, I should say, because they had the listing on Twitter the other day. How much was the Leon that I have back there? It was with the collector. I had it for the PS4. It was the collectors for Resident Evil 2 remake. It came with Leon, with the item box that he comes in. It also came with like the mapping of the RPD before it was the RPD. It was like the museum. There's a which I have laminated. I gotta hang it up somewhere at some point. It came with that. And I think that's it. From what I remember, only interested in Pragmata besides RE, obviously. Yeah, I'm interested in Pragmata. I want to see more of it. I don't know what that game is going to be like, but I've heard a lot of creators talk about it, and they say they like it a lot, like a little too much. I'm interested in Onimusha too. Onimusha is a game that I really want to play. Not a release. Leon, Jill, Chris, Leon is the Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's awful. I mean, it's not awful. It's just too much Leon figures, man. Even when it came to Village, no, not Village. Yeah, it makes sense. No, I wish RE2 had Claire though. Damn. Unless they're saving that for Code Veronica. Oh my god, if there's like a figurine for Code Veronica, dude, with Claire, instant buy, instant snatch. Oh hell no. But then I probably got to rebuy the game, because here's the thing: I have my PS5. I can't. It's discless, you know. So it's a little iffy for me to get collector's editions because I can't put the disc in. So I might have to buy the collectors and then buy the game all over again. Just freaking annoying to deal with. Code V Claire figure would be peak. Yeah. Oh yeah. Onimusha is like a Sekiro, man. No, I think Onimusha is gonna be like more Devil May Cry. A lot of people said the original Onimusha was like Resident Evil, which interested me. Then I played it. I'm like, bro, this is nothing like RE. The only thing that makes it RE is just the movement. That's it. But the combat, hella Devil May Cry. I remember the combat director and actually said that one of the glitches for Onimusha, how you get to stun him in the air, that influenced the combat for Devil May Cry. So that game heavily is like nothing like RE. It's like Devil May Cry, which I love. I love DMC too. But yeah, Onimusha is gonna be more like DMC than Sekiro. I don't think they're gonna go Soul. I thought they were gonna go Soulsborne at the beginning, but nah, not anymore. It looks full on hectic, crazy, just, you know, sword combat, which I'm a fan of. I would have also bought if it was more like Soulsborne. So Onimusha inspired DMC, yeah, 100%. It inspired the combo system, I know for sure. Also had pre-rendered backgrounds. That is true. Yeah, that is true. 100%, yeah. Yeah, so I would say Onimusha inspired the combat, not necessarily the DMC itself. Or maybe it did. I'm not really too sure, but I'm sure the combat 100% inspired DMC. 100%, which is crazy. Crazy to think about. So all those air combos you see in like DMC and stuff, that's all because of Onimusha. That's because of a glitch. That's crazy. So without that, we probably wouldn't see these crazy combos. As long as I can see what's happening, my age is showing. Yeah, Onimusha is definitely slower than DMC, I can say. It's not really like frantic combat as much as DMC is. DMC is hella frantic. Holy shit, like the amount of things you can do in that game feels like a fighting game at that point, more than like a slasher or a hack and slash, because of the combos you can do. But Onimusha keeps it like more grounded, you know. It's all about positioning, 1v1 comp, like trying to get surrounded at most of the times. DMC, you can beat up like 5 people at the same time, or 5 creatures at the same. That's just ridiculous, and that's why I love it. That's why I love DMC. But Onimusha is like, you know, toned down compared to DMC. You know, well, it's super cool. I'm interested to see more. And Pragmata is another game I want to see, because apparently you do combat while hacking or some weird shit like that. It was a bit too much for my taste. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I love DMC5 though, but I do love my frantic ass combat. Plus I also grew up with DMC1. You know, I grew up with a lot of fighting games, you know, games like Marvel vs. Capcom. Like, I love that frantic shit. Also had an emphasis on timing. And yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm parrying your attacks. Yeah. What is that move called? You parry one opponent and then you actually can finish off the rest. I forgot what's that called, but that's such a cool ass parry system move. I think you have to attack them right before they attack you or something like that. So that's considered maybe a parry, I would say. You're still blocking the attack, so I consider it a parry. Here's a bit of a Sekiro parallel then. No, Sekiro is just The whole game's meant for you to parry. You don't really have to parry in Sekiro. I mean, not in Sekiro, in Onimusha. Hatan, hey, welcome in. Welcome to the waiting room of the Capcom Spotlight. But there is a parallel, but not really, only because of the parry system. But not too much. Like Sekiro, you have to parry in that game. Onimusha, you don't really. It's good to use it once in a while, but you really don't need to. It's not based off of it, you know. Sekiro is. Which reminds me, I still gotta beat that game. I played it and never finished it. Sekiro is another game I need to beat. That and Lies of P. Like those two games are like parry centered games that I love the parry system on a lot of games, and ever since I played Elden Ring, I've noticed I love a lot of parrying games. And when RE4 Remake announced that you can actually parry with the knife, I'm like, oh shit, oh, this game is for me. So there's that. So yeah, I gotta replay Sekiro. Neither have I. What is this? What am I listening to? Like I'm floating in space. There we go. I still love it. If you do the one-hit kill, you got more orbs, that's all. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, I'm in the process of playing 2. And it's pretty good. I like it. I like it so far. I'm playing the original though, because a lot of people are complaining about the remastered version being like the knockoff version, I should say, to put it nicely. But yeah, I'm playing the original and I'm enjoying it so far. But I don't see it being anything like RE at all. You know, I went to the expectation thinking I'm going to go into the game with tank controls, nothing like it. The combat, maybe, because you do have to do the stance and then slash. But that's it. That's pretty much it. That's like the only comparison I would say to RE. But again, since we are modernizing controls and all that, we can expect these games to kind of be more like RE engine, like recent Resident Evil games, full 3D controls, blah blah blah, all that stuff. All right, we got 6 minutes left. 6 minutes. Oh, what are the comments saying? I'm just curious. They're gonna be like, yo, what the hell, bro? Oh boy. But yeah, we're at the cusp. And then next month, I mean, this month is practically over, so August, we're actually going to get the very first gameplay demo or gameplay trailer, whatever it is. So I can't wait for that either. Love the part is Onimusha where you suplex monsters. Can you, huh? The part in Onimusha where you suplex monsters, is that a thing in Onimusha? I'm only in 2, so I have no idea if you could do that or not. I haven't played 1 yet either, so I'm in the process of playing 2. But if you could do that, that's freaking crazy. Does Capcom even care about Beautiful Joe? Damn, I haven't heard that title in a minute. Where's Dragon's Dogma 2? Did they ever come out with Dragon's Dogma DLC? Did they? Don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Only been playing Leon's son. Oh my god. Sarcasm is very funny sometimes. Kind of hard to read because honestly, in the Resident Evil space, Glitchy, let me tell you, people will legitimately say shit like that. I'm not even joking. People would make silly comparisons like that, and it's hard to kind of differentiate because you know you're like kidding, but as a creator, man, oh, you see shit that you'll be like, huh? Excuse me? What? Not Rapid saying hi, chat. Onimusha 3 and 4 are really good too. I gotta try them. I'm definitely gonna try them for sure. I gotta really, yeah. Glitchy, I'm telling you, there's shit that you'll be like, what the hell, bro? Oh my god. Like, you'll see takes that, I don't know, like, aliens will be like, what the fuck, bro? Huh? So, when we read comments like that, it's hard to not take serious because there's a lot of people with just really random comments, you know, which isn't like bad. Like, it's really like, it's just the people trying to argue back about certain things And it's okay if you like something, you know, in the series, but if you want to argue back and your reasonings are pretty odd and like just kind of then that's when I'm like, okay, buddy, chill out there. But as terms to like liking something, it's who cares, you know? You can like RE6. I don't really care. It's game is a game. People are gonna like what they're gonna like. You think we'll get a little gameplay reveal? I'm hoping so. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Because we are getting the gameplay stuff on August. Maybe we'll get like a little tease for next month. But as terms to like getting a little gameplay stuff, maybe like we'll probably get like a little crumb of something. That's what I'm expecting. I'm not expecting too much like a full gameplay reveal. But I think next month we might get a demo. I hope it's something like the beginning hour where they drop a demo and the demo keeps consistently like updating. So we like, you know, see new shit over and over again as they keep updating the demo. I hope we get stuff like that. That's what they did with the kitchen demo. Pragmata gameplay and demo reveal. Hey Gabe, how are you doing? Yeah. Oh my god, Pragmata gameplay. Yeah, demo reveal for Requiem. But do you guys think it's like too early for a demo? I mean, we're like what, 7 to 8 months away for Requiem? Is it like too early? Like, will that demo actually hold us off till almost a year? Because that game is not coming out till like a year. That is a freaking wee demo for everyone or just for Gamescom? I think for Gamescom. I think we're gonna get something substantial. I don't think we're gonna get a demo yet. I think it's too early. Way too early. 8 months is crazy. Someone spamming drop the price on what? Raise the price. Raise the price. Where is Mega Man? True. Where the freak is Mega Man? Wild's my beloved. You're talking about I did it yesterday. Yeah. What are they talking about? Raising the price of what and dropping the price of what? Are we talking about the games? Drop the base is freaking crazy. Yeah, these are the comments. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what they're talking about. Are they talking about games? Because yeah, they're gonna go up. I don't think Resident Evil Requiem is going to be $60, by the way. I don't think it's going to be $60. I do think it's going to be, man, if you want me to be honest, I think they're going to go Nintendo pricing. I think they're going Nintendo pricing, guys. I didn't really think about that, but I do think they're going Mario Kart World price. I don't think it's going to be 70. I think we're looking at physical copy 90, digital 80. Probably the pricing games in general, yeah. Yeah, that game's gonna be $80. Digital. If you're getting it physical, it's gonna be $90. I guarantee it. The chat of the spotlight. The two franchises Capcom Konami need to utilize more as Mega Man and Castlevania, yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Two what, Metroidvania type of games? Or Castlevania is his own game, yeah. But yeah, they're both like similar games on their own rights. But Mega Man definitely does need to come back. I used to play a lot of Mega Man X, and a lot of Battle Network for like the Game Boy Advance. I love those games. Those games are amazing. Okay, we got a minute. Oh shit, let me mute this tab. Oh, perfect, nice. We didn't need to mute it. Alright, let me not make your guys' ears bleed. Here we go. There we go. Hey, yo.
It's in that game or something. I don't know. Who knows? What's up?
What's up?
Just theorizing on who the villain in the chair was. The old dude.
Same thing we've been talking about since the trailer.
I think that's my biggest conspiracy. Like, I really want to know who that is. That's like my biggest like mystery.
Thank you, Prince Leo, man, for the $2 super chat. If they surprise.
Wait, I brought my button. Like, in case if they show something crazy, I'll have my button and here, rapid, yeah. But I love the Ballum Garden music. It's so peaceful. I freaking love FFA. FFA is actually my favorite game of all time. Oh god, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, showcase starting, guys.
Yep.
We're gonna start with Resident Evil.
Maybe.
Nah, I'm gonna tease us. Come on,
Hello,
man. It's gonna be
Fuck.
29
Welcome to
minutes of
Capcom
Monster
Spotlight.
Hunter.
Yeah,
For today's
for
show,
real.
I gotta turn that
we'll be
up.
covering updates to games that are out now, plus
Well,
new
this bit
info
rate is
on
crazy.
upcoming titles. This includes behind-the-scenes info from our developers, so be sure to watch
Oh,
until
nice
the
Street Fighter.
end. Now, let's take a look at today's
Is the volume high
first
enough?
title.
Hey.
Oh, Pragmata.
The future. It isn't just a dream. It's a promise. One we're turning into reality. With our third generation of Luna filament and advanced generative AI,
AI, baby.
we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality. We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation.
Volume's perfect, right?
Let's see about getting passed through to Earth. And why are these things trying to kill us?
My balls hurt.
There you are. All better.
All right, so this is like the old trailer from
You patched me up.
the showcase, PlayStation Showcase. So I don't think this is new.
I am DI03367. They are pragmatic.
Whoa, hang on a second. Don't you have a name or something? I'm good. Get behind me!
I think I can help.
No, this is new.
Targets identified. Neutralizing threats.
For corporation, of course.
Neutralize us?
In old Capcom fashion, just
Looks like
introduce
we're
it
gonna have to
old,
fight our way through.
old evil corporation.
What the?
Bypassing first and second firewalls. Hooking control protocols. Initiating hack.
I'm intrigued though. I do want to play this game.
Hey, D.I.
I said I am DI.
Okay. Look, how about we call you Diana?
Diana?
Sherry for yeah. Sherry Birkin, let's go. Feels like Mass Effect. It looks like it, yeah. Uh-oh.
Introducing Capcom's newest IP, Pragmata. An all-new science
how you
fiction
pronounce it?
action adventure
Pragmata?
with a unique hacking twist. It's been a while since we first announced it, but we're excited to have the
Yes,
game
which
ready
year is
for
that
you in
fake,
2026.
Could always get a wig. It's not totally impossible.
Today we will go over some of the unique points of Pragmata.
She was actually helpful.
Encountering an android
Alright, before
with a
6.
heart. You play as Hugh Williams, a member of a team sent to investigate a lunar research facility that's lost contact. When a lunar quake strikes, Hugh is separated from the team.
Okay.
He finds himself saved by Diana, an android girl.
There you are. All better.
Now they must work together to return to Earth.
So you're reverse.
Hugh, a bit sarcastic, but a kind soul.
Reverse Claren.
And Diana,
Cherry.
a curious and enigmatic android. This is how an unlikely adventure between a human and android begins. A mix of puzzle and action.
Oh, this
In
is the stuff
Pragmata,
that I was talking about.
combat begins with disarming the enemy's armor. Otherwise, you will find it difficult to inflict any real damage. This is where Diana comes in. Let's use her hacking ability on this enemy. Moving the cursor through the panel, you take down their armor. And now, it's Hugh's turn. Take aim at the enemy's weak points. Passing through more blue nodes increases damage, and the enemy's armor stays exposed for longer.
Holy shit.
With an arsenal of unique weapons, take on the rampaging boss. What enemy will you hack first? What weapon will you use? Thinking on the fly in the heat of combat and how you handle the multi-sided situation will be key for success. We can't wait for you to try this compelling new combat system.
Yeah, this is like what
The
Max was talking
AI-controlled
about.
lunar research station.
He was like, this shit is
In
addicting.
Pragmata, your adventures take place at a lunar research station. They are researching a new material that can be used to 3D print almost anything, from microchips to cars and giant structures. Now, however, the lunar research station seems void of human activity.
Really?
Only the lifeless world and the AI remain. Use your thrusters to move around the lunar research station. You will also need to hack the systems blocking your progress. By combining their abilities, Hugh and Diana can explore this world together.
Oh man. I think this is gonna be a game I'm gonna like a lot.
Pragmata will be available on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, S, and Steam.
Because you're constantly on the go.
This summer,
You're constantly just doing something.
we'll also have
You know,
public
hey, kid, welcome
hands-on
in.
for Pragmata. Experience the gameplay you just saw firsthand,
Multitasking skills then.
including the thrilling combination of puzzle and action combat.
I play Overwatch, so this is like nothing in comparison. Like,
We are
us
looking
Overwatch
forward
players,
to
this
many
should
more
be like
events where you
nothing.
can get your hands on Pragmata.
You know, especially being support. Jesus.
Please look out for more information on Pragmata on our official social channels, website, and stores.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
And
Gamescom,
don't
another
forget to
gameplay
follow
stuff.
and to add Pragmata to your wish list.
This game reminds me of another game though. I can't really like think of it. It's not near.
Check out the latest trailer for Sagat.
It reminds me of some other game that I freaking like.
番組をご覧の
It's
皆
not
さ
Mass
ん、こん
Effect
に
because
ち
I
は。
never played
ス
Mass
トリート
Effect
ファイター
either.
6のディレクター中山です。本日は私から皆様に最新情報をお届けいたします。6月5日に Nintendo Switch 2にもストリートファイター6を発売することができました。より多くの方々にゲームを遊んでいただいて、開発一同大変嬉しく思っています。また先日イヤー3に登場するキャラクターのラインナップも発
Especially when you're
表
playing
させてい
somebody
ただ
like
きました。
Hideko,
イヤー3で
you
は
gotta like consistently do
サガッ
damage
ト、
and heal.
クリムゾン
Cleanse.
バイパー、アレックス、
Sagat, Sea Viper,
そし
Alex.
てイングリッドが登場する予定です。
I haven't played Street Fighter for a bit.
さて本日はイヤー3最初に登場するサガットの映像を少しだけではありますがご用意いたし
No,
ま
I
した。
never played Mass
どうぞ
Effect.
ご覧くだ
It
さい。
never appealed to me. Mostly because of EA games don't really. That's BioWare, right? That's EA, right? Yeah, I tend to stay away from EA games most of the times, at least until Dead Space came out. That was like the last EA game. Hey, welcome to the cult, Sandra. Welcome in. But yeah, I've heard about it. I acknowledge it for sure. A lot of people loved Mass Effect. So supporting Street Fighter 6. Oh yeah, that game's freaking. That game's on fire still. That game is still kicking. Whereas our shit never played it again. Yeah, it does that. It does that for sure. Yeah, I do love my fighting games. I purchased Street Fighter 6, MK1, and Tekken 8. So I think Street Fighter 6 is like the best of the three. Yeah, you got Evolve. They actually improved the gameplay for Mass Effect 2. Yeah, it's mostly of the name. Like, I love Star Wars, and I barely even play like a Jedi Survivor because of EA, man. I don't know. I tend to stay away. I didn't hate EA back then. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Emperor of Muay Thai, Sagat, is ready for battle. Players can
It's
also
Tattoo.
get the
Oh my
World
God,
Tour
I thought it was
experience
Tattoo.
with Sagat deep in the
I thought it
mountains of
was really
Thailand. The
Alpha
Emperor
3.
makes his landing on August
Third
5th.
Strike is a good one. Street Fighter 2, of course, that's a good one. I still got the
To prepare
SNES
for
copy of
Sagat's
it.
release. The Sagat Arrives Fighting Pass will be available starting
Let's
from
play
July
MK instead.
4th.
MK is a really good game too, yeah.
Premium rewards include Sagat's Wanderer avatar gear.
MK is really combo friendly.
And we've also prepared some throwback stickers and emotes.
Street Fighter takes a lot more precision
From Sagat's days as the
compared to,
boss
like,
of
the
the
other
original
fighters.
Street Fighter.
because they're more basic.
We're also increasing the amount of content
MK
in the
is
fighting
really,
pass
like,
that can be
simple
used in fighting
as well.
grounds.
It's easy to combo or juggle, I should say.
Use EX Color.
Tekken is the artist.
Ken's EX Color.
For last, but they know what they're here for. Yeah. So that's where the hate started for me.
As
yeah,
well as
microtrans-
art
isn't
and
that game
effects to
single player?
use with the game's Challenger customization feature.
That was Veronica remake. 0%.
We're also prepping music tracks to use in fights and more for players. Please check it out. Finally, we have information about the long-anticipated Outfit 4 content.
11.
Check out the designs of the 7 characters that will receive Outfit 4 content with the Sagat
I loved
update.
X. I hated 11.
Cammy.
Capcom.
Luke.
You know what you're doing.
Chun-Li.
You think I'm not gonna buy that on day one?
Manon.
And then
Jamie.
got something coming. Oh, by the way, we're also
Kimberly.
working on Code Veronica remake. Surprise.
And
yeah, I don't think
Aki.
they're gonna do that. Not yet, at least.
We're continuing
way too
work on
early.
Outfit 4 content for these characters.
They definitely got it in the works.
And of course, are working
They
on
got it in the
Outfit
oven
4 for the
somewhere,
rest
but
of the roster.
not yet,
So
at
please
least.
stay tuned.
Yo, these summer outfits are
本
crazy.
日の情報は以上となりますが、い
Take
かが
my
だったでしょうか。
Where's the
今
most
回ご
play
紹
Ezra
介
for
し
the
たキャラク
Galactic
ターや
Arena?
アイテ
Just
ム
an
パスな
impact
どに
game
つ
for
い
was a
て
nice addition.
皆様にお届けできるよう
Yeah.
開発チーム一丸となって最終
Let's
調
go,
整
day
に
one
取り組んでおり
bug.
ま
Does
す。
anyone know
後
what
日サガット
R2?
のゲームプレイ
If
ト
you're
レーラーの
original
公開も
release
予
on PS
定
Plus,
しております
they
ので楽しみにしていただければと思います。
Summer,
これから
no?
もストリートファイター6をどうぞよろしくお願いします
They were really vague about it. They just said summer, no? Unless they said like August or something.
Next, an
I don't
update
remember.
from Capcom eSports. We'd like to tell you about the Capcom Pro Tour, a global competition for the world's best players. Players the world over will battle it out in regional qualifying tournaments.
I love
The
watching
Capcom Pro Tour 2025
Especially
Singles
Evo.
Tournament Tour is now accepting entries. Anyone is welcome to join.
these. By the way,
Compete
which is
for a
funny.
spot in the Capcom Cup 12 tournament,
It's like
which
a
will
big
determine
rumor
the
right now
world
for Call
champion.
of Duty.
Just like last year,
That
the tournament
it might
will be held in the
cross over with
Ryogoku
Resident Evil.
Kokugikan Arena in Japan. The champion of this year's tournament will once again
My face
receive
is
a
like this 'cause
whopping
I'm like-
$1 million prize.
I'm gonna download Warzone
You
again.
won't want to miss out on the intense battles this year as players fight to become world champion. For more information about the tournament schedule and how to enter, check the Capcom eSports website.
Also, they announced that you can get the showcase ends, yeah.
This acclaimed new fusion of action and strategy,
Yeah, for sure.
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, has released on the
I'm
Nintendo
definitely
Switch
buying
2.
them as well because the GOG copies, man.
In this
they're
original
pretty scuffed, I'm not gonna lie.
Japanese-inspired world,
Oh, I do want to try this game.
with exhilarating dance-like
I
sword
was
action,
just talking about this game not too long ago with Rapid and
strategize and
Earthspace.
fight alongside villagers
I'm like, I
as
wanna
you
try
enjoy
that
this unique
Kunitsu-Gami
game
game.
experience.
I hope it's on sale today since
You
the
can also
spotlight's
use
today.
the new features of the Switch 2 and play using mouse controls.
Leon is dropping with Master Splinter.
Have fun
they'll
playing with the
100% do
controls
that. With
you
money.
want.
Capcom loves money. It'll 100%
Compatible
do that.
with handheld mode. You can enjoy the game
Ethan
anytime,
first person?
anywhere.
Oh, 100%. Hell, 100%. Is her Street Fighter into Dead or Alive? Yeah.
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, is available now.
Kato already had a Tomb Raider.
Also, the action and strategy is
couldn't be
further
like
enhanced
Capcom.
with the new extra content.
You know, you got
Otherworldly Venture,
shooters
added to all available
in
platforms.
games. And we have zombies, so,
In the otherworld, beyond the Torii gates, protect the maiden from nightly attacks of the sea. As you earn rewards by outlasting each wave of enemies.
so this is just like the...
On an ever-changing battlefield, determine who will fight and when, and how to best use your rewards.
Switch edition? Like the Switch 2 edition?
Aim for a high score amid infinite strategies in this challenging and satisfying gameplay mode. How long will you be able to defend the maiden from the seethe in the other world?
This was a game I'm like super interested
Following
in.
its initial release on July 19th last year, Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, will celebrate its 1-year anniversary next month.
A lot of anniversaries.
We have prepared a small token of our appreciation for the many fans who have played the game. Presenting Yashichi Waves, a Mazo talisman that changes some music in the main game to 8-bit style.
Because man, that game's like $40 on Steam. I'm like, yo, like, I know it's good and all, but damn, man. So I'm waiting for like a Steam sale so I could purchase Little Nightmares Part 2.
This can be obtained in a free update available at a later date to both new and existing players. Please look forward to the update coming soon.
He likes the free.
Kunitsu-Gami, Path of the Goddess, is available now on all shown platforms. Try the game's unique experience for yourself now.
There's a demo for it, so I might try the demo.
Next, please take a look at today's lineup of Capcom titles. 8 action and fighting games make their returns,
this is cool,
including the legendary Capcom vs. SNK
there's like another
series.
collection.
Enjoy training mode and a gallery featuring sounds
I can't put my finger on it, man.
as well as easy-to-use
pretty evil that
one-button
they're not doing
specials.
it.
Capcom Fighting Collection 2 is available now. Reclaim your destiny.
Another remaster, you know, other original games
A
need it.
remaster from the swordplay action series Onimusha. A memorable cast of characters returns to weave their deep and complex tale anew. Experience the classic graphics and gameplay refined for modern
this
consoles.
is Onimusha too. Something called RE.
The remaster of Onimusha
Never heard
2
of it.
Samurai's Destiny
Is
is
there
available
collectors
now.
for that? Is there like a collection for that? I never heard of it.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword. The next entry in the swordplay action game series is coming in 2026. Set in early Edo period Kyoto, the protagonist, Miyamoto Musashi, will face his formidable rival, Sasaki Ganryu.
Square Enix
How will
needs
the
to pull
clash
trigger
between
out.
them unfold?
Oh my god, if they freaking
Stay
bring out
tuned for more.
Parasite Eve, man. Like, remake it. That'll be the day. That'll be the freaking day.
Capcom Digital Sale is here.
Yes.
Monster Hunter Wilds is on sale for the
Give
first
it to
time.
me.
Experience the most evolved action and
Why don't you
improved
should collab
immersion
with Let's
in
Talk
any
Resident
Monster
Evil?
Hunter today.
I watch his content. I like
Also, make sure to check out other
LTRE.
Monster Hunter games.
Pretty cool guy. I like him a lot.
In celebration
There
of
you
the
go,
horror
RE
series'
collections.
latest thrilling
Or RE
news,
games. Cheap.
Resident Evil games are on sale at great prices.
But not ridiculous, I agree. If Parasite Eve ever gets like a
But
remake or
that's not
something
all.
and give it like
Dragon's
the mechanics
Dogma
of
2,
like Rebirth,
Marvel
FF7
vs.
Rebirth,
Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics,
make a survival horror,
Ace Attorney
gameplay
titles,
like
and
FF7
more
Rebirth,
are on sale too.
I'd be set.
Don't miss out on this great chance to pick up these
I keep that
must-play hit
RPG
games.
element in it.
From the creators of the latest Resident Evil.
We're here already. Know that breath is hot. Know that breath stink. Nakanishi.
開発のコンセプトは病みつきになる恐怖というのを掲げて
Addictive fear.
恐怖を乗り越えるね気持ちよさそこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよねそれ自体が
What's the footage?
もっとやりたい遊びたいっていう中毒性を生むそこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しいそういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした
Oh!
バイオハザードレクイエムは、シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなっていますバイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども 今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところに、しっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思ってます。
Character, not characters.
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクロフト。内向的で怖がり、バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、 FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力とかも発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
Why did he mention Leon?
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるように、グレース自身がすごいいろんな目に遭うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとかもしています。
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
I'm going with third. I still look good.
滅菌作戦以降30年近く経つんですけども、ゲームの舞台として登場します。
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降もさまざまなキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティって起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになったり、人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのが作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ、ラクーン事件、アンブレラをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。30周年記念タイトルの名に恥じぬようなゲームとして本作リリースしたいなというふうに思っております。
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画を目指すというところで。
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation will be released today on the Resident Evil portal.
Oh, okay.
Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
It's like that
ラクー
Twitter
ンシティ
thing.
っていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
Get ready, hunters. The guild has authorized a new Monster Hunter showcase for you.
Don't forget to lap at the end of the game. Is this it for RE? Because if this is it for RE, I want to go back to a few parts. That shit look crazy. Oh, I do want to go back to RE stuff because I think that was it for RE. What's that Twitter thing? It's Portal. It's like a little program that you get like silver, platinum, depending. Like the more I think posts you do, and the more hashtags you put that has RE Portal, the bigger of ranking you get in there, and you get like exclusive stuff.
乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。
Look at this shit, dude. The freaking atmosphere.
気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシス ってやっぱこう脳
This
汁が
might
出
turn into a
る
video,
んで
by
す
the
よ
way.
ね。
Oh, this looks freaking. So this is like the hospital area, no? Like the main. Yeah. Yeah, this is like the front
それ自
office.
体がこれもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒
Holy
性を
shit.
そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのが結構
Yeah,
の
this is
出発点
wild
でした
to me. Especially that thing, bro. What the fuck?
バイオハザード
Really?
レクイエム
Alien
は
isolation, like.
発点でした。
Ugh.
バイオハザードレクイエムは、
No,
シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなってます。
I think I already told you guys
バ
I
イオ
have
ハ
like
ザー
a
ドで一
thing when
番
it comes
重
to
要
like
なの
tall
は
beings.
恐怖体験だと思うんですけ
Or like
ども、
anything that's too tall.
今作においてはその恐怖体験っていうところ
And
に
what makes it worse is it looks even taller because you're like in such a smaller room than she is. Hell no, dude.
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレイス・アッシュクロフト、内向的で怖がり、バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作る、プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、 FBI 捜査官なので
This shit is what I want to see right here. What the freak is this, bro? This is literally the Spencer Mansion. It's like a really smaller like Spencer Mansion. Like you go up here. I'm pretty sure you can like climb up or walk up here. There's like staircases up here somewhere. And then you go down here, most likely, to like an underground facility? What the shit, bro? It's wild to me. Is that a room back there? Hold up. Go back too far.
FBI 捜査官なので
I think that's a room you can go back here, no? I think this is like a door here, yeah. Yeah, so this like heavily reminds me of the garden area. Spencer Mansion is it's super Spencer Mansion. The layout at least. It's a lot smaller, but the layout of it is very Spencer Mansion like. And I think it's trying to go for more of the OG Spencer Mansion more than remake. That's wild. That's freaking crazy.
銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力も発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクター。
Or like his company did.
レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは。
Oh wow, no bolt cutters. We got screwdrivers.
レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは。
Where's the bolt cutters?
どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが。
Yeah, alien isolation rules. Yeah.
落ちてきたバケツに。
Yeah, they weren't kidding. It really looked like
そういうレオンってそんなにみんな見たくないやろっていうところで。
isolation
じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
Castle
ファー
vibes.
ストトレー
Yeah,
ラー
actually, yeah,
ご覧
that's
になっ
true.
て分かる
Yeah.
ように、グレース自身がまあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとか。
It looks just as good as RE4 remakes here.
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて遊ぶことができます。主観視点だと
This whole layout here. Oh my god,
その恐怖を間近に感じることができて緊張感のある臨場感のあるだとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて
Yeah, so we got a sink, we got the window. Then we got some hospital beds here. What is that? Like little toys here? Oh, so this is like a little children's like hub area, right? I'm trying to like go back frame by frame. God damn it! There we go. That's crazy, dude. Like just the fact that you can. I wonder if you can like actually, if there's like a button to switch back and forth. Oh god. Yeah, they made this door purposely this big because we know who's coming out from that shit. We know who can't come in here. Look how big this freaking door is. Yeah, that's freaking... Oh my god, imagine hitting the corner and you see this shit. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be absolutely terrifying.
可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション。そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
At some point of the game, the whole whole area is gonna run out of power at some point. You gotta turn on the power, and then she comes in.
滅菌作戦以降
So this honestly reminds me of this whole section is going to be like Village Baby on steroids.
アクションがアクション、
Oh
そういったところがよく見える
This is how
ゲ
this
ームプレイ
hallway
になる
was.
と
It was
思い
like
ま
the
すの
baby
で、
area
アクション
from
が好きだ
Village.
なって思う方には、三人称視点の方がお
Like
す
with
す
the
め
red
です
and everything, but they expanded the fuck out of that in here. That one scares me, yeah. Oh yeah.
滅菌作戦以降
30
30
years
年近
after
く
the
経
monster
つんです
strike
け
on
ども
Raccoon City.
ゲームの舞台として登場します。
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降もさまざまなキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティって起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになったり、人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのが作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ、ラクーン事件、アンブレアをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味で、
There's some detail in that shit. You can't really see it from this stream alone. I hope there's like a better quality of this.
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。30周年記念タイトルの名に恥じぬようなゲームとして本作リリースしたいなというふうに思っております。
グレースの母親は
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画を目指すというところで
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation,
which is going to be in Portal,
will be released today on the Resident Evil Portal.
I gotta sign up for this shit to get into
Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
ラクーンシティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
So who's it gonna be?
Get ready, hunters. The guild has authorized a new Monster Hunter showcase for you.
It's kind of interesting. Get this shit one more time. The birthday Resident Lisa Trevor is that monster that's shown here? I don't think it is. Could be.
開発のコンセプトは病みつきになる恐怖というのを掲げてます。恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。それ自体がもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒性を、そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点でした。
I love the flicker of the lighter.
バイオハザードレクイエムは、シングルプレイかつ、オフラインのゲームとなっています。バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験というところにしっかりフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと。
Very, very loose. Like nothing is really like you can't take anything as canon because it's really, really like I don't think Capcom even cares about that.
FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクラフト、内向的で怖がり、バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし、冷静な推理力とかも発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのは割と難しくて、びっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど、で、ホラーびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな落ちてきた、落ちてきたバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるようにグレース自身がすごいいろんな目に遭うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィークを作って、そこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとか。
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね、一人称視点と三人称視点、2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある、臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見える。キャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく。
Oh my god, how the freaking light illuminates her hair like this? Oh, no. I'm playing this shit in third. I'm sorry, first person, but no.
臨場感のあるゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。
Get out of here.
三人称視点
They cry about Leon not fitting horror, but they wrote their characters not killing
だ
machines.
とキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
That looks freaking amazing. This is cinema. Oh my god, that's freaking.
以降30年近く経つんですけども、ゲームの舞台として登場します。
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降さまざまなキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティで起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向かっていくようになった人間成長したり、そこに今回この表現のメスを入れるっていうのは作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが。
I think I saw scared me.
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさんいます。レクイエムは彼らに向けての言葉通りの進行であり、もっと言うとバイオハザードシリーズ、ラクーン事件、アンブレラをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種の区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
But the only difference I see is like the hair stuff.
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。30周年記念タイトルの名に恥じぬようなゲームとして本作リリースしたいなというふうに思っております。
That's freaking wild, man.
グレースの母親は
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画を目指すというところで。
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation will be released today on the Resident Evil portal. Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
It's actually
ラクーン
insane.
シティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
We crack the eyelids all the time to take away the scare factor.
Get ready, hunters. The guild has authorized a new Monster Hunter showcase for you.
Then we should stop calling RE4 horror. We should start calling it for what it actually is, and it's an action title. Damn, I went all the way back. Holy. Jesus, where did RE go? Oh, there we go. Alright, I might watch this one more time. One more time, but I think we're done. Sure. I think Alien Isolation works best in first person since it could be a stalker like an Alien Isolation since we're playing first. But it's not Alien Isolation, you know? It's not Alien Isolation. At the end of the day, it's not going to be anything. It's going to be resemblance, like the resemblance is going to be close to it, but I don't think it's going to be anything like it except for the creature's behavior. That's it. Everything else looks fine to me. I am going to play this game in third person. I was never a fan of RE in first person, to be honest. It looks okay, but it's always been jank to me. Because I've always played other first-person games, and for me, like, just 7 and 8 felt a little jank to me. Hopefully that improved in this game, but I'm still going to third. Third is just phenomenal to not have on, man. Like, they improved so much on, like, some of the features on, like, the models to not have it on. Like, you gotta be crazy to not play this game in third person. Oh my god, especially how the hair, or the lighter illuminates the hair like that. Bro, that brings out like the ambience throughout the whole freaking, that's just that one part, man. Imagine everything else. Oh
プレイ
my
ヤー
god,
と
dude.
同じ目線で一緒に
I
なって
feel
怖
like
が
that
れるこういう
illumination
キャ
with
ラ
like
ク
the
ター
hair,
を狙っています
that's gonna bring out like so much more of the ambience
恐怖を克服し
of the game
成長していくん
itself.
ですけ
I
ど
think
も
it's gonna be a lot more
FBI 捜査
ambient
官なので
than
銃の
first
扱いも慣
person.
れてますし
If I'm gonna be
冷静な
completely
推理
honest,
力も
unless you're in
発揮し
VR,
つつ活躍するキャ
you
ラクター
should be going a third.
レオンを主人公に
That's
しよ
my
うっていう
personal
の
take
は
on it.
実はずっとあっ
Imagine
た
they'll
んです
master both
けども
cameras angles
ど
in
うして
this
もレオ
game.
ンを使っ
It looks
た
really, really
バ
good.
チバチのホラーっていうのが割と
Something
難
more like
し
Carlos
く
to
て
be.
落ちてきたバケツ
I
に
thought it was Chris at
びっくりす
first,
る
but
と
now
か
that people like
そういう
said
レ
it
オンっ
over
て
time
そん
that
な
it
み
could
ん
be
な見たく
Carlos
ないだ
because
ろうという
Carlos
ことで
does.
じゃあホラーと組み合わ
You
せ
know,
悪
you
いよ
see
な
the
ってい
shit
う
that I've seen. That's
やっぱ
something
りありまし
Carlos
た
would
けど
100% say, man. So I can see definitely Carlos. That being Carlos. Always seen with the tall chick in the dark. Take a
ファーストト
screenshot
レー
and
ラ
then brighten
ー
it.
ご覧になって分かるようにグレース自身がまあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども逆さずり一つとっても顔の明るみ高揚感であったりとかうっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとか
Especially in RE4 remake, man, I was already satisfied with the reload animations.
バイオハザードレクイエムはですね
Seeing the clip
一
fall.
人称視点と
Probably
三人称
third
視
is
点
gonna be
2つ
better
の
to
視点
watch
で
these
自由に
animations
切り替えながら
anyway.
遊ぶことができます主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じる
I bet
ことができ
it's
て
Felina in chat.
緊
She's
張
gonna
感
be
の
like,
あ
what
る
is it?
臨場感
What
の
is
あ
it
る
called? I hope you
ゲー
didn't
ム
say
プレイって
clip.
いうのが可能になり
Magazine.
ます
When you
三人
see
称
the
視点だ
actual
とキャ
magazine
ラクターの
fall.
肩越しでの視点というところでアクションそういったところがよく見える
I can't
ゲ
get
ーム
over
プレイに
that
なると
hair.
思いますのでアクションが好きだなって思う方には
Oh, man.
三人称視点の方がおすすめですので
I can't get over how good
っていう
that
のが
looks.
可能に
Alright, so she
感じ
looks
ることが
like
できて緊張感のある
I don't
臨
think
場感のあ
brightening
る
is gonna like
ゲ
do
ーム
anything to be honest because the video's bitrate because of like the stream is bad regardless, but we can definitely
の
like
が可能になります
see the figure. It's got a long ass head though. Is that the head right here? Holy shit, dude. The fact that she has to like lean in, that's some scary shit, dude. Anything that has to just lean in like that. Oh my god, dude. I wonder if you're gonna get any sound cues. Like she kind of just walks in there, you know.
っていうのが可能になります三人称視
So I
点
don't know
だ
if
と
we're
キ
gonna get
ャラ
sound
クタ
cues
ー
from
の
his
肩越しで
creature
の視
aside
点
from
という
like
と
it
ころで
walking.
アクションそういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので
That's so freaking scary.
アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです
Leon, no action, no buy for me.
滅菌作戦以降
That shit
30
has
年
a
近く経つ
million
んですけ
wish
ども
listed.
ゲームの舞台
It
として
probably
登
is
場し
by
ま
the
す
end of this trailer. It'll probably have like another 2 million wish
その
listed.
当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズが
I think it's freaking
ヒッ
huge.
トして
Yeah,
それ以
maybe
降
that's
も
Alyssa.
さ
Yeah,
ま
that's
ざ
what
ま
I'm
なキャラ
theorizing.
ク
I
ター
really
た
do
ち
think
が
that's
い
Alyssa.
ろんなラクーンシティで起きた事件をきっかけに立ち向
But
かって
there are a
い
lot
くよ
of
うにな
red
ったり
herrings
人間成長
when
し
it
た
comes to
り
these games,
そ
so
こに
it
今回こ
could
の表
probably
現のメ
not
スを
be
入れる
too.
っていうのが作り手としてはやっぱりかなりそこに
Right,
起
the
きた
other
事
scene
件を
that
き
she
っか
turns
け
around,
に
the one I
立
just
ち向か
passed.
っていくようになったり人間成長したりそこに今回この表現のメスを入
I
れ
don't
る
think
ってい
there's
う
a way I
の
can
が
brighten it.
作り手としてはやっぱりかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかった。
ゲームプレイっていう
Yeah,
の
you see like the bitrate how it looks here. Even if I brighten it, all you're gonna get is like this, but illuminated. It's freaking. It's gonna look like dog shit.
三人
So I
称
would
視
need
点だ
like a
と
better
キャラク
quality
ターの
of
肩
this
越しでの
video
視点というところでアクション
and posted
そういったところ
somewhere.
がよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますのでアクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです
Still making entrance. There was already a million wish. Yeah, there was already a million wish listed for the very first trailer.
滅菌作戦以降30年近く経つんですけどもゲームの舞台として登場します
その当時アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして
Oh, the hall
それ以降
before that one?
さまざま
恐怖を乗り越え
Probably
る、
won't
ね、
make any
気
difference
持ち
to
よ
be
さ
honest.
そこのカタルシス
If we slide it
ってい
into
う
the round,
脳汁が出るんですよ
Let's
ね
look at that again. Damn.
それ自体がこれもっと
Like the blue and red.
やりたい遊びたいっていう中毒性を生むそこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら
Yeah, the
怖い
power is
け
gonna
ど
go out
ゲームと
eventually.
しても楽しいそういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうの
Yeah,
が
it's around here.
レクイエムの出発点でした
Yeah, you can't. It's the same thing, really. It's literally the same thing. Even if you brighten it, you're just gonna get a bigger and brighter, darker color. That's pretty much all it's gonna happen. You need like a better quality of the stream because right now what I'm seeing, it's really pixelated. So it's not like different from what you guys are seeing, to be honest. honest. So if I would have brightened it, it wouldn't make any difference at all.
バイオハザードレクイエムは
Just like the
シングル
silhouette
プ
of
レイ
it is.
かつ、オフラインのゲームとなってます。バイオハザードで一番重要なのは恐怖体験だと思うんですけれども、今作においてはその恐怖体験というところにしっかりとフィーチャーした内容に仕上がっているんじゃないかなと思ってます。
The Walking Simulator.
今回の主人公は FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクロフト。内向的で
I love games like Death Stranding.
バイオハザードとして
PT
は
is considered, I don't care anyone says that shit is a walking simulator too.
プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれるこういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん体も成長していくんですけども FBI 捜査官なので銃の扱いも慣れてますし冷静な推理力も発揮しつつ活躍するキャラクターになってます。
It was like Lisa Trevor, probably because the hallway, you know, she has to kind of like
ずっ
slouch.
とあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使
Dude, if she
っ
goes
た
like,
バッチバチのホラーっていうのは
like if she comes
割と
to
難
the
しい。
hallway and
落
like
ちてきた
raises up,
バケツに
bro,
びっ
I'm
くりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たく
booking.
ないや
I'm
ろって
putting
いう
on
とこ
the
ろで、
Adidas and
ちょっと組み合わ
Nikes,
せ悪いよなっていう
Jordans,
の
whatever
が
sneakers I
やっ
can,
ぱりありましたけど
Pumas, the freaking Under Armour. I am zooming out of that shit.
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるようにグレース自身がまあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。 PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔のあからに高揚感であ
I
ったり
can't
と
wait for
か、
this game. The fact we're gonna get like gameplay stuff, more gameplay stuff on.
あとは髪の毛もかなり力を入れてまして、
But alright, I
自
think
分
we
たち
should
の
end
スタッフ
stream.
と一緒にプロの方を呼んで、
I think this was a really good one. I like that they showed a lot more stuff, a lot more gameplay. So
もしてい
that
ます
stuff right there was the stuff that the some of the
バイオハ
content
ザードレ
creators
クイエム
showed,
はですね、一
which
人
is
称
super
視
super
点と
cool. I
三
can't
人
wait to
称視
see
点
more of
2
this
つの視
shit.
点
I
で自由に切り替
cannot
えな
wait
が
to see more of
ら
this
遊ぶことがで
freaking
きま
game,
す。
man.
主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある臨場感のある、ゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見えるゲームプレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだなっていう思う方には、三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
Everyone's on that shit right now. I never played RE2 and RE4. Well, that's because they basically admitted that RE2 and RE4 aren't horror games. A lot of people debated, oh, they're horror games. There's proof right there. Those two games are initially action games. RE2 is definitely an action game with heavy horror elements in it, but it being a third-person action shooter, 100%. It's not focused on horror at all. 2 is more than 4, 100%. But to me, it's still an action game.
近く立つんですけども、
In comparison to like the older
と
games,
して登場します。
the fact that you have
そ
like
の
a
当時
full
アン
arsenal
ブレラ事件っていうので
of
シ
weapons
リー
in
ズが
2.
ヒットして、それ以降もさまざまなキャラクターた
It's
ち
pretty
が
crazy.
まあ
It's
いろ
pretty
んな
crazy. But they
落
kind
書
of
き
admitted
に
it
起
here.
き
They
た
just
事
said,
件をきっ
yeah,
かけ
he's not
に
good for horror games, so
立ち
we're
上
not
が
gonna
っていくようになったり、
put him
人間
here,
成
but they
長
put
し
him in
たり、
RE2 and
そ
RE4.
こに
So that's
今回この表現
blatantly
のそういう
admitting that 2 and 4 are
作
not
り手
full
として
horror
はやっぱり
games.
かなり
So we can
緊
end
張
this
感を持っ
debate
て
once and for
臨ませて
all.
もらったっていうのが
They're not
大きかった
freaking horror games. Like, can hack into Capcom servers and MP4 files, so we can set it up, right?
大きく人生を変わってしまったり、命を落としてしまった
We're
り
like,
と、
it
そう
doesn't
いった
fit
登
horror
場人
game.
物
So is the second
が
protagonist? I don't know.
レクイエムは
It could still
彼
be
らに向けて
Leon
の
because
言
he
葉
did
通
say
りの
that
新
he
婚であ
couldn't
り、
fit in the
も
horror
っと言う
action.
と
I
バイ
mean,
オハザー
horror
ドシリー
part of
ズ
the
ラコン
game.
事件アンブレアをきっかけに生まれたシリーズのある種一つの
But he
区
never
切
said
りという
anything
意味
in
で
him not fitting
レクイ
the
エムという
action
タ
part
イ
of
ト
the
ル
game
を
because
つ
we
け
don't
てい
know
ま
if
す。
this game does have action. It does have a third person
バイオハザードレクイエムは
perspective.
2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月に
Yeah, they were like,
バイ
Leon
オハ
doesn't
ザー
fit
ド
in
シリーズ
RE2 and
30周
RE4.
年を迎えます。30周年記
I mean,
念
the
タイトル
action
の
wouldn't fit
名に恥じぬよう
here,
な
just like, you
ゲ
know,
ームとして
he
本
wouldn't
作
fit
リリース
in
した
a
いな
horror
という
game.
ふうに思っておりま
That's
す。
them admitting 2 and 4 aren't horror games at all. They're not horror games.
グレースの母親は
大きく方針を転換してですね、
実写映画をまず目指すというところで
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation
Yeah.
will be released today
Had
on the
anime
Resident
elements
Evil
in
portal.
action. Are they trying to turn Resident Evil into
Register
Silent
your
Hill?
Capcom ID on the
No,
Resident
Silent Hill and Resident Evil are way two different completely games. They're two freaking they're different games.
presentation.
本作
Silent Hill was not even
2026年
even
3
when it
月
comes to
に
the classic
バイオハザードシリーズ
classical
30
games.
周
They're
年
both
を
not even
迎
fixed
えま
camera.
す。
Silent Hill is
30周
actually
年記念
dynamic
タイト
camera
ルの
movement.
名に恥じぬようなゲームとして
Resident Evil is full on
本作
fixed camera.
リリースしたいなというふう
So
に
you
思って
can't
おり
even
ま
compare
す。
them already from there. story elements. Silent Hill going to a quiet town, supernatural features, already different from Resident Evil. A lot of different shit. A lot of
Further
different
interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation.
But I will say,
will be released today on the Resident Evil portal.
7 did get a lot of things.
Register your
from
Capcom
PT.
ID to see the rest.
I would say that.
ラクーンシティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
So I didn't know you were live. I posted on the Discord. Welcome to Tundra. Southern Psychological Horror, Resident Evil Slasher Horror.
Get ready, Hunter.
Slasher Horror.
The Guild has authorized a new Monster Hunter showcase for you.
Slasher Horror. The hell? Alright, we'll do it one more time. It's true. Because I still have to edit this. I still have to edit this and post it ASAP. But we'll do it one more time. There's no action. How the fuck are we gonna survive all those monsters? Same way we survived them for 30 freaking years.
開発のコンセプトは病みつきになる恐怖というのを掲げてます。恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシス。
Was horror an action first game? You literally have enough ammo for small.
それ自体がもっとやりたい。
Yeah, yeah. If you played the games for the very first time, you would.
そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい。そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのがレクイエムの出発点です。
But we have perspective of the games now, so yeah, we're gonna have a ton of ammo. We know to get the shotgun. We know to do a lot of things.
かつオフラインのゲームと。
But yeah, you can definitely run through these games, shoot a lot of zombies, and the game will still feel like action in some capacity. Playing the games multiple times, but the very first time, man, that ammo was scarce, bro. That shit was scarce. Now you're good, Tundra. I was just teasing.
今回の主人公は
FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュクロフト。内向的で怖がり。バイオハザードとしては新しいタイプのキャラクターをプレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれるこういうキャラクターを狙っている。物語の中でもちろん彼女も It's survival horror. That's the root of Resident Evil to me and will always be. Survival horror. It's what invented the series, it's what invented the genre. That's all it is to me. I don't necessarily consider a slasher because of Jack Baker, you know. Jack Baker doesn't define RE to me. He just defines RE7. That's one game out of like 30, you know. You can't argue that it can be more into lenient when it comes to action, because there are more action titles than survival horror titles. But to me personally, it'll always be a survival horror first game. More than anything.
まあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、
definitely wasn't action titles. Just because you are given a lot of ammo doesn't make it action.
髪の毛もかなり
Which is why I think people are getting confused with a lot of ammunition equals action, which is not true. You're just able to shoot a lot of shit. But a lot of this ammo they provided you were handgun bullets, which you couldn't do shit on lickers anyway, or Mr. X. So that throws the action part out of the window, because that ammo does not matter anyway, depending on who you go against. But yeah, they were more survival horror. It's not until like 4 when it became more action. Code Veronica, they give you a shit ton of ammo. A lot of that ammo didn't really matter. So that game was just full of bullshit. That ammo did not freaking matter, man. I kept my dual pistols from like literally 50% of the game. The dual pistols the machine pistols you get in the beginning, I literally kept those machine pistols until the half of the game, and I still ended up needing ammo. That game's rough. Code Veronica had action? No, they're not action. Nah, they're survival horror games. You were basically surviving throughout the entire game. There was nothing action about them. Resident Evil 2 Remake, I feel like, was more in the action genre because it was inspired more of Resident Evil 4 than the original did, because of how you approach zombies the entire time. Bap, you headshot a zombie. Bap, that's it. GG's. You couldn't do that in RE2 unless you had like a shotgun or something like that. When it comes to the OG, you couldn't do stuff like that. You couldn't shoot a leg. You couldn't like have this crazy movement when it came to the original, unless you're like a speed runner and know like, you know, when to run to these crazy corridor hallways, which a lot of people do already. A lot of people know how to do by now. But all of these newer Resident Evil games took Resident Evil 4 and like turned it, you know, kind of like had that game as inspiration for these newer games. Most OP knife in the series, that first play. Oh my god, the knife, yeah. Yeah, that knife did like 4 slashes in 1 hit, no? Like, that knife was freaking OP, yeah. It's not a balanced action anymore.
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation.
Used to, not anymore. I don't think it's that they know how to, it's just they won't do it. That's where I feel like they're just not doing it. I think they know how, I just don't think they're doing, because they're good with the action shit. I'm not gonna lie, I love RE4 Remake. It's just they're choosing not to do the horror stuff half the time.
Get ready, hunters. The guild has authorized a new Monster Hunter showcase.
Camera was literally born from RE4, not all third camera. If you're talking about like in general, nah. The third camera predates way before RE4, but it did make it popular. So I wouldn't say it would be born from it, because third person predates. That's like saying, you know, Village invented first person, which it didn't, bro. Trust me, I've seen a lot of people like talk about that too. Like, remember the silly comments I told you about? I've heard people say that Village popularized first person, bro. I'm like, homie. Well, it showed us what I meant, not third person. Wouldn't that be the same thing? You can't do over the shoulder without third person. It's honestly new devs that don't understand RE. Nah, it's just the fact that they're not doing it. I think they are capable of making a good horror game. They're just not doing it because they know where the masses are interested in, you know? If they're making money on something, 100%, bro, they're gonna lean to it. That's just how it is. They want to make money, so they're gonna be more into the horror side of Resident Evil. I think it's just all choice. R7 wasn't even that fun. 7 was good for like a first run for me. I'll give it another chance at some point. But after that, I was just like, yeah, I pretty much saw everything I needed to see. I'm good. You know, I had a fun time. Do I want to play it again? Not really. But that's how I felt with like every other indie game, you know? The same with Fears to Fathom. I love the shit out those games, you know? But would I play them again? No, because you kind of like already saw what they had to offer. And I felt the same thing for RE7. It's the same thing with RE7. They come from RE4? Look at Gears of War? No, but it predates. It predates. Third person perspective predates in before like the 80s. In movies, like even fixed camera angle, I would say is like the youngest camera angles out of the two. Like if we're talking about outdated stuff, and this is like the argument that I see a lot about fixed camera. Oh, it's outdated. How is fixed camera outdated? Okay, well, let's look at first person with Village. Have you guys heard of a game called Doom? And that's not even the game I should be putting, because the first person predates that game way before Doom. I looked at when the first person camera was actually invented. It was actually invented in the 40s, bro. In the freaking 40s. Fixed camera angle wasn't introduced until like 80s and 90s. So out of the camera perspectives being the youngest, it would be fixed camera. That is the youngest out of the bunch. RE4 inspired them. Yeah, but listen, we're talking about RE4 third person. The torso up third person. That still predates. You know, that still predates, because we can use Crash Bandicoot for example. You know, that game was fucking third person. And there are some sequences in that game that was like this. You know, there's games predates RE4, like Freedom Fighters, for example. When you aim in, it's torso up. Third person isn't anything new. It did not invent it. RE4 did not invent third person games at all. That perspective was not new at the time. The only thing it did was popularize the genre. That's it. That's literally all it did. But to be the first to do any of that, nah. Crash Bandicoot Mention. That's a third-person game. That came out for the PS1. Yeah, not quite like RE4, but it's still a perspective that is third. It really doesn't matter how it is. It's still the perspective that we're making the argument for. It's not really like, oh, well, it's, you know, it's not the same. It's the same. It's the freaking same. If you can see the person from third person, it's the same. It's literally the same.
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation
Carlos acknowledged.
Will be released today on the Resident Evil portal. Register your
yeah,
Capcom
that's
ID
exactly Kisuke. It's not any different. It's literally just a shot. Doesn't matter if it's torso up. It's the same to me. And even Capcom knew this. And when The Last of Us came out, you can argue that the cameras are different in some ways. In some way, shape, or forms, but that game was compared to RE4. That game had a lot of sequences where you aimed in that had torso up. I don't think that really matters. If it's third person, it's third person, you know. And we can argue that we can actually manipulate the FOV for RE4, so not everyone's experience with RE4 is going to be the same. Just like myself, when I play RE4, I can see the thighs and up, basically, because you can FOV it out. If you put the FOV out, you can literally see the full body. Either way the video would drop, you don't have to stay on stream. So fixed camera is also third person then? No, it's fixed camera. Fixed camera is fixed camera. Fixed camera is going to be, because that's why it's called fixed camera. If you're talking about the zoom out stuff, no, that's the argument you were trying to make, Crazy. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Just because it's zoomed in doesn't make it any different. Otherwise, I would also call fixed camera FOV from that logic, or third person from that, because it's zoomed out. Oh, it's not different.
ご覧になって分かるようにグレース自身がまあすごいいろんな目に合うんですね。PV で断片的に入ってるんですけれども、逆さずり一つとっても顔の赤らみ、高揚感であったりとか、うっ血してる表現、あとは髪の毛の肌に力を入れてまして、自分たちでスタッフと一緒にプロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使って、
Saying Witcher 3 didn't influence RPGs for the last 10 years.
もしています。
Yeah, for sure. There are a lot of games that game influence, but you know, for me, I don't think it matters. You know, I'll give this one. Yeah, third person is always going to be third person for me. This one? Oh, so they came out with like a better HD version of this shit? Let's go look at it. Shit on the Capcom. Wait. The fuck was that? Hello? That was a scary noise. Spotlight. Was it on IGN? Who posted it? So I want to get like a better shot of... Oh, is it this right here? No, it should be this. Screw it, let's put on 4K or 1440. Dev say Leon ain't scared of nothing anymore. We kind of knew that, honestly. Oh, it looks way better already, yeah. Made them a lot of money.
開発のコンセプトはやみつきになる恐怖というのを掲げてます。恐怖を乗り越えるね、気持ちよさ、そこのカタルシスってやっぱこう脳汁が出るんですよね。それ自体がもっとやりたい、遊びたいっていう中毒性を生む。 そこに徹底的にフォーカスしてみたら怖いけどゲームとしても楽しい、そういうのが作れるんじゃないかなっていうのが出発点でした。
Dang, you still can't see that shit. I might have to do like some editing after and like brighten up to see what I get and like post it on the Discord or something, or like a future video or something. But damn, this shit is pitch black. Is that like hair? Oh god, is that like, well, she's called the Hag, right? So she has like some hair coming down here from what I'm looking at. It's one of me blonde girls and scared. That's alright. He survived the zombie outbreak. Nuclear blast are crazy. Yeah, he's not really. It's like the argument we all made that our characters are way too OP now. They're not going to be afraid of anything anymore. So it wouldn't make sense for Leon to be scared of a lot of shit, you know?
FBI 捜査官グレース・アッシュブロック、内向的で怖がり、バイオハザードとしては割と新しいタイプのキャラクターを作ろうとしています。プレイヤーと同じ目線で一緒になって怖がれる、こういうキャラクターを狙っています。物語の中でもちろん彼女も恐怖を克服し成長していくんですけども、FBI 捜査官なので。
God damn, dude. This shit looks good.
銃の扱いも慣れ。
Hold up, there's like some statues on the side I didn't even notice. Maybe you get to interact with them? Like these right here. Maybe? I can see them having like jewels or something that you gotta shoot down. Hisarako. Just can't miss sure what I missed. What info did we get? We got some gameplay stuff.
レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを使ったバッチバチのホラーっていうのが割と難しくて、落ちてきたバケツにびっくりするとか、そういうレオンってそんなみんな見たくないやろっていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
ファーストトレーラーご覧になって分かるように、グレース自身が
Yeah, I don't think it's like deconfirming him.
合うんですね。PV で断片的には入ってるんですけれども、
He's just saying he doesn't fit whatever Grace is going through. That doesn't mean, you know, because Chris wouldn't fit in Ethan's segments. You know? In Village or in 7.
プロの方を呼んで実際にウィッグを使ってそこからシミュレーションして CG に落とし込んだりとかもしています。
Alright, Kiv. Oh, Elk, my bad.
レクイエムはですね、
Good night,
一人称
Elk.
視点と三人称視点2つの視点で自由に切り替えながら遊ぶことができます。主観視点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊張感のある臨場感。
I can see more stuff. I can see more stuff. Alright, so at least we know what the time is. We don't know if that's AM or PM. I'm assuming it's
ゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。
AM.
三人称視点だと
God damn, dude. The freaking red. Oh, let's go back a bit.
臨場感のあるゲーム。
Freaking legs. Ugh. The legs are awful. Ugh. Look at that shit. Oh, hell
の
no.
が可能になります。三人称視点だとキャラクターの肩越しでの視点というところでアクション、そういったところがよく見える
I can't get over the hair,
ますの
man.
で、アクションが好きだなって思う方には三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
I can't get over that freaking hair illumination.
滅菌作戦以降30年近く経つんですけども、ゲームの舞台として登場します。
Give me a heart attack.
その当時、I
really hope it's like Alien ISO.
シリーズがヒットして、
I really
それ以
hope.
降もさまざまなキャラクターたちが、いろんなラクーンシティで起きた事件をきっかけに
Because it's really hard to make like a stalker enemy not feel annoying, like a burden, you know? And the Xenomorph never felt that way. Like you remember the last time I streamed Alien ISO, I was like, damn, where's the Xenomorph? I freaking miss her, man. Like that is one stalker enemy I don't think I've ever said about anything else. Nemesis even, I'm like, yeah, he's freaking annoying, get him out of here. Remake Nemesis, same thing. Mr. X, I'm like, bro, like, okay, I get it. But Xenomorph, I'm like, damn, where is she? She's fun.
生まれたシリーズのある種一つの区切りという意味でレクイエムというタイトルをつけています。
Burton.
バイオハザードレクイエムは2026年2月27日に発売予定です。2026年3月にバイオハザードシリーズ30周年を迎えます。
Her letter has linked fuel before going out. Oh shit! Like a mechanic for her lighter? That's what Alien does? Basically.
グレイスの母親は
大きく方針を転換してですね。
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these stalker enemies are cool the very first time around, like Mr. X for example. But after you play the game over and over again, you start to see that he's annoying. Like once the honeymoon phase wears off with Mr. X, he does get just in the way the entire time, and I hope that creature doesn't feel like that. That's my only thing. But the Xenomorph, man, I love the Xenomorph's presence 24/7 in that freaking game. Like her going through the vents, you hear just, oh my god, the ambience, you hear just like running in the vents and shit. The acid coming out the freaking the vent. Just the standard for stalker enemies, huh? For me, yeah, it really did. It really did. I thought Nemesis was my favorite until I play ISO, man. Holy shit. And a lot of people are comparing this to Alien Isolation. And I hope that's the case. Oh my gosh, she's pretty quick too. Fuck me, dude. God, look at the speed, bro. Imagine this shit in like hardcore mode. Oh my gosh, she's gonna have sprinters on. She's gonna have the Raccoon City 10s, like Jesus, man. Hold up. Other thing I want to mention, I think the only thing that's gonna slow her down is you going to a different room, because it looks like she has like the same speed as you too. I don't know, I can't really tell, damn. But it does feel like once you go to another room, she kind of has to like slouch down. That gives you like enough space to run away from her, so I feel like going to a different room is kind of like the thing you have to do to like get away from her. Oh hell no. God, dude. It is Nakadishi. At least, yeah, it's getting a sequel. I'm so excited for that. And the game is in the scary lady, but she was Grace's mutated mother. That's what I'm going for, but I feel like that's too easy. Like, I feel like that's, I don't know. I feel like that would be, that's my guess of it. Like, I'm going for that theory the most, but I feel like that's not me hiccuping, but I feel like that it's too easy. 2 steps and cleared the hallway, yeah.
レオンを主人公にしようっていうのは実はずっとあったんですけども、どうしてもレオンを
We might have watched this video like 40 times already. We spent a whole hour talking about a 5-minute video. We did it again. We did the actual thing again.
っていうところで、じゃあホラーと食い合わせ悪いよなっていうのがやっぱりありましたけど。
That's crazy, dude. This makes me want to play Isolation again. I think I'm gonna play Isolation before I play this game. Kind of have like a little perspective, because if I play this game off the rip without playing Isolation, I'm not gonna remember much about how I experienced Isolation, how the Xenomorph kind of interacts with you and shit. But people are comparing that to this, so I might do that. The Summer Game Fest all over again. Yeah, we took that little trailer and turned it into 2 hours the last time. God, this hallway, bro. I love the freaking red. And I'm guessing if this creature is like around the corner, you will probably see like the big ass silhouette shadow just here. So that's probably like another indicator of how you know the creature's like around the corner or something like that, from like the shadowing, which is going to be creepy, dude. Like if she doesn't have like any sort of sound cue, maybe there's going to be like visual cues, and that's like the only way you get to like know she's around, by like her shadowing, is because look how dark it is, and they're giving you this red for the shadowing specifically, I feel
視
like
点だとその恐怖を間近に感じることができて、緊
that
張感
shit's
のある、
crazy,
臨場
bro.
感のある
Then that door is gonna open, and she's gonna be right. Ah, bro, man, no.
ゲームプレイっていうのが可能になります。
Who cares how the other
三人
games
称
are
視点
shown?
だとキャラクターの肩越しでの
I'll
視
watch
点
them
という
later.
ところ
I'll
で
for sure watch
アクシ
them
ョン
later.
そういった
I
と
do
ころ
want to
が
see
よく見える
what Wilds
ゲーム
have.
プレイになると思いますので、アクションが好きだな
Onimusha
ってい
too.
う
Yeah, we
方
watched
には
Onimusha.
三人称視点の方がおすすめです。
Damn, dude.
滅菌作戦以降30年近く経つんですけども、
We're gonna edit this whole thing, and we're gonna post it by tonight for sure.
アンブレラ事件っていうのでシリーズがヒットして、それ以降もさまざまなキャラクターたちが
Alright, as soon as this finished, we're gonna end
ラクーン
stream.
シティって起きた事件
And
をき
then
っか
I'll
けに
update the Discord when I'm like live again.
だったり
What the hell I'm
人間
doing?
成長したり、そこに今回
To be honest, I might fall back to sleep after stream.
作り手
Get
としては
tired
や
as
っぱ
hell.
りかなり緊張感を持って臨ませてもらったっていうのが大きかったですね。
ラクーン事件に関わった、もしくはラクーン事件に巻き込まれて
It was RE9. Yeah, a lot of people just wanted to see RE9.
命を落としてしまったりと、そういった登場人物がたくさん出ます。
Okay,
レクイエム
somebody
は
was outside.
彼らに向けての言葉通り鎮魂
Yeah, a lot of people only came for RE9. I also was coming for RE9, but I was interested to see what other game shows, you know, what shows up. I wasn't disappointed. Actually, no, PlayStation Showcase was better than Summer Game Fest until RE9 came out. Like, they had a few things like Dying Light, The Beast. They had a few things there, but overall, man, Sony took all the games. They were like, yeah, let's review all the good shit. Other games seem yeah, for sure. Only another 7 months to go. God damn. And we're gonna see more stuff about this game.
目指すというところで
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation.
Yeah, this is gonna
will
be cool.
Released today on the Resident Evil
This will be
portal.
definitely cool. I cannot wait.
Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
ラクーンシティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
That's freaking crazy, bro. I cannot wait for this game. But yeah, I will make a video. Just keep on the lookout for that. It will be out by tonight. But I want you guys to take it easy. I'll let the Discord know when I'll be live. I'm sorry I'm a little off today. I literally like woke up and like streamed off the rip. So I apologize for that. I'm glad Pragmata is a PS exclusive. Glad Capcom doesn't exclusively make games for that console. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Requiem isn't gonna touch that. Yeah, for sure. But guys, take it easy. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next time. And until then, peace.